Rest in
Welcome back
peace,
to Ni no
green
Kuni.
screen joke.
Yes. Don't mind him. Jova's still living 3 years ago.
Hey, I'm not the one who made a recording that had a green screen in the first 2 seconds of this roll.
Hey. I don't remember you doing any home console recordings back in those days.
Well, that's because I was at college at the time. Well, okay.
Well,
Pedro just has to point everything out.
We got more emotions.
And to be fair, I did record some of War of Cybertron back in the day, too. And I also recorded some Sonic Adventure. With good old PC, mind you.
Anyway, back to No Kuni. And,
oh, here we go. Those are the two at Beaker, but I don't think we're going
Oh, that
to...
reminds me, Pedro.
No, not in this part, no. What is it, Jova?
Since you're voicing Drippy, I guess you're gonna let Tio voice you-know-who.
Type it.
Type it.
Okay.
420, type it.
Anyway, yeah, we're skipping these parts because we all know what the basic gist of it. The kid has a lot of...
This guy has a lot of emotion. Make it, we give it. Again, power batteries, like Yassi said.
A lot of generosity he has.
Which is kindness.
Alright. And of course we get to hear more of this song.
Yeah. So I guess you haven't said it yet, Pedro, because I remember you haven't said it for the playthrough now. So I guess it's a good time to mention about the story behind the soundtrack.
Yep.
Sure, I guess. Well, I'll wait till Dwebs gets back, because I'm sure he'll...
Sure.
Oh, he's burped?
Consider... Because I'm sure he'll find the story interesting.
Oh, he's burped?
Yeah, I had to get T2.
Oh, in that case, then I can say it. The green coat goatee guy, main party member to come.
Sure.
Guy who has a brother. Marcus's brother.
Type it, Joe. It's easy.
I can't remember his
Marcus's...
name. He's
Hold
the...
on.
Okay, I'll type to him too.
Okay,
If you're too lazy, Joe, I'll do it.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember his name. The guy who was a thief.
Oh, you mean Swain.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay then. Actually, no, remember, I'm playing Swain.
Yeah, but I mean...
it's not some... well, remember, me and Teo actually agreed upon this even back in the original playthrough. My voice fits in better.
I don't mind, Jova. Don't worry.
Teo's voice is a bit too great for Swain.
I was just wondering because, like, well, you know, the whole you don't want anyone to speak to themselves. That's why, you know.
Whatever, Jova. Come on.
Not really. Drippy rarely ever talks to Swain in this.
No. I'm talking about me, well, you know, Drippy and... Oh, you were talking about characters that interact with each other, mostly? I guess that's fine. Besides, I'm still voicing Marcus, so I can't really complain.
Besides, Jova, again, if I don't mind, it's not a problem, so don't worry.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering is all.
Since I'm one of the parts involved. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I was just
Anyway.
wondering. So it's okay.
Yeah.
This side quest, I forgot. Yeah.
This is actually one side quest that does trigger an actual fully voiced mocap scene.
Mocap?
They wanted to pay a little homage to this this specific Arabian dish.
Hold on.
curry.
There's motion capture in this game?
Well, that's how we perform the cutscenes, Jova.
I thought they were cell-shaded.
Well,
Yeah,
they are.
They are.
But,
it's a technique that almost every company uses for cutscenes these days for mocap.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I guess mocap's something I sort of associate more with
Even cell shade is just the quote that is being
It's because
used on
it's mostly because it's usually much easier. Like it's not even in terms of being easy. Actually, it's much better to use mocap in general because you can never truly replicate, no matter how hard you try, of a real human motion.
Close trick.
Okay, no, okay. And
motion.
I mean, in terms of animating, Joe.
For a AAA budget game, Jova, not to the great Ghost Trick, but that game is on the DS and it uses like a sprite system or So.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, it does not use the sprite system for the models, believe it or not. Those are actually 3D models rotoscoped into 2D, and they have buttery smooth animation. However, I do agree.
No, it actually works really well too.
However, I will say I do agree with you that motion capture makes stuff easy. I'm just a bit shocked because I thought that they weren't using motion capture yet that much. That's all.
Is that I got flashbacks from the Ralph Bakshi's version of Lord of the Rings. That's rotoscope nightmare hell.
Right.
But that was in the 80s, though.
Right.
Anyway, the thing is, Joe, it's much easier for them to do that because that way they'll get real live actors.
I know that. What I'm saying is I just wasn't aware that they were doing it this early yet.
So early, Joe. I think it's ever since the
PS2.
The PS2 days. In fact, Joe, I just finished recording the other day the first God of War, and one of the developers' video showcased how they did the cutscenes with mocap.
I'm talking about
and God of War 1 was 2001, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was mainly talk about intricate mocapping.
He means like a completely elaborate mocap with sets and everything, like Naughty Dog does too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, but the thing is, remember that those were
technology.
What Theo said.
Yeah. Okay, agreed. Anyway, Teal, the thing about Ghost Trick is a lot of people quote Ghost Trick as one of the most realistic characters in motion you see, because basically the way it works is I forget if it was Shu Takumi, the artist idea. Anyway, though, basically, they took 3D models but then rotoscoped them into 2D and made what is considered to this day buttery smooth animation, which has the characters doing a lot more things. Basically, how a lot of motion capture games, you see people, of course, do all these motions and stuff. However, there's still a sense...
you can see how choppy more motions can be. I get what you mean.
Ghost Trick manages to do something amazing, and every single character has these different statures, these different movements to them, and yet they feel so realistic. You see a person dance.
I get what you mean, because it's similar to what I forgot the company name. I apologize to all the fans. Did to the newest Guilty Gear, as I mentioned. In order to recreate the effect of a traditional 2D fighting game style, they use 3D normal 3D model with these motion captures, and then literally coded every single texture of them with a cell shade effect.
It's
similar to this, but more complex. To get back on the side quest itself,
we're kind of been zooming through the text.
We need to gather these ingredients for these apparently delicious curry.
Yeah,
and part of the ingredients involve getting people's emotions and whatnot.
Well,
it's because some of them are dismotivated or just unhappy with things, so I have to basically fix their hearts.
Motivation.
Anyway, what I was saying was, to take a quote from Ken Motomura, the director of this game, they did use their motion capture studio for the cutscenes. However, one thing they did is that instead of using just the raw data like most other games do, they touched up the data before putting it into the game so that the characters feel more like they're moving like an animated character rather than basically to replicate motions of Studio Ghibli characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of the two.
And now one of the main reasons why I'm so sad that Ghost Trick to this day has not gotten a proper remastering. Because seriously, that game is just begging to have a remaster.
Well, they didn't have an HD release on the mobile though.
Only on iOS.
Fucking Apple.
And not to mention the fact that had to go through a lot of fixes to that thing actually work properly, because iOS be broke at times.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time, Layton Brothers, eh?
Well, yeah, I guess it's a good thing I have an Android.
I know, right? I still don't get it, though. Why does Capcom only have Apollo Justice on Android? I mean, I like the game, and it's been nice revisiting it, but why not bring us the other games on Android, too, now that you're actually starting?
Probably licensing costing.
I like how Ghost Trick on the Android. Nah, is it 24? Definitely.
I mean, well, don't get. What's even more shocking is the fact that they actually managed to HD the sprites properly in Apollo Justice.
Yeah. So where exactly was this work when the original trilogy was done?
they.
The only thing I'm worried
Oh, there you
about.
are, Dave.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried
All
about.
right, Web, since you're here, and since you like talking about rushed
Sorry about
scores like the
Oh,
one that
it's
you
sure.
did-
Okay, seriously, what is it with
Took
you
a
two?
bit longer than I thought.
So you two left and came back at the same time.
Wait, remind
we
us a bit, remind a bit, Pedro, because we're about to get the tutorial about the family
Yeah,
leaders.
yeah. Yeah.
So
oh,
yeah,
there you go,
sure,
Shore.
sure,
You're just
that's
in
you.
time.
This is the first time I've been out of Al-Mamoon in ages.
You sure do look happy about it being on the hot, scorching desert.
Well, she's used to it, so
Yeah.
you know the wrong man. This isn't a flippin' day trip, you know. Get moving.
Hey, Siri, it's like what
Thanks,
Joe just
Edward.
said. It's funny how you and I left and came back at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Sorry,
spirit.
I'm-
No, that's. Hang on a minute. That sent, but that just move. It flippin' did one. It's a monster, isn't it?
How
A
come it-
scripted battle.
What?
Right then, Ollie boy. Since you're gonna be fighting with Esther from now on, I'll teach you. Ready, you two?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at the useless Rashad in the background not teaching us a lick. Like, what do we
So,
need
yeah,
to teach
Remember,
us?
so yeah. Up until this point, always when the battle starts, we can always pick between either Oliver or one of his familiars. But now you and Esther can fight together, man. Now there's two of you. You can pick who leads when a battle starts by pressing L1 or R1. Why don't you give it a go, eh? Go on, pick Esther.
Esther, I choose you.
Now Esther's in charge instead. See, she's what's called the leader now, and the leader can boss everybody around. See the tactics command down, buddy?
Beep, beep.
Pick it, and you can tell all your buddies what to want them to do. Easy peasy.
If this were his attorney, we'd be yelling, typo.
And to change leaders mid-battle, just press L1, followed by a little tap on the old D-pad. Now get out there and enjoy being a gruesome twosome.
Gruesome
Thanks.
Not quite sure I needed to see that or hear that, but yeah, whatever.
Anyway, Dwebs, since you like to talk about rushed scores, like specifically Giacchino's score for Rogue One and stuff like that, here's a little fact you might find interesting. Do you know how long it took for Jurizashi to compose the whole score for this game?
2 weeks.
A week, actually. 7 days.
1 week.
Yes.
He
And
did
it
this
wasn't
whole
even
score in 1 week.
And it wasn't even a matter of being rushed. No, it wasn't that. He literally just only needed a week. By the time a week passed, he was already done with the composing and he was ready to start orchestrating.
Headcanon.
He specifically said, and well, we'll actually
Oh, go
get
on.
to see Jova perform it when we get to that video. But he said that he was very lucky, like because he felt really inspired when he did this score. But go ahead, Joe.
What was it I was gonna perform?
Jorizashi's voice when we did that video behind the scenes.
Oh, that's right. But anyway, headcanon. Joe Hisashi is of the Von Karma bloodline, so he did it to make a new record.
Yeah, probably. Of course. Sorry, Shiro, that's you.
Remember she can't speak at the moment.
Wait,
I'll do
she's
it.
burped again?
Of course. All you need to do is switch your familiars around.
The problem is that I pasted this for Shiro, so it's going to be a while.
Just select friends and familiars from the main menu.
I'm
Easy
no
peasy.
Shiwei, but I try.
Easy peasy.
Also, fun fact, Pedro timed this for 3 years ago, Shiroi.
Trust me, it's really easy. Select a familiar, press square, and then choose where you want it to go.
If I recall correctly, 3 years ago, Shiroi didn't really use her glasses as much as she does now.
Actually, I
Do
didn't
that.
have classes back then. I think the issue was that since I hadn't been with you guys long, we just didn't know how quickly or slowly we needed the text to move.
Oh, so what you're saying is that being with us has helped your vision in a case.
No.
Ah.
That'll never change.
Well, it can change if you eat enough carrots, I hear.
Whatever that means.
Jova?
Well, basically, eating enough raw carrots does help your
Shall
vision.
I smack him?
No,
Yes.
seriously,
Well,
seriously, look it up on Google.
No, I know he's right. I know what he's talking about because that's
Please,
something
remember,
that
I have to be the one cutting the fingers. Come on.
Yeah, but can I smack
No.
Ooh. Anyway,
Anyway, yes.
go ahead, Shiri.
You can check what types of familiars you get along well by selecting the
Friends and familiars.
from the main menu. I do have my glasses here. There they are.
Again, when are you getting your monocle?
Don't worry, but seriously, guys, look it up on Google. Actually, eating carrots does help your vision.
Yes, but not when it's hard-coded into your DNA
Right,
because you
enough
were born
chit-chat, you
with
two.
it.
We need to get to the Temple of Trials.
Well, why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Why, since I'm arriving in South Wales close to your birthday, Shiri, maybe I could get you a monocle.
Yes.
Nice.
You know what?
Maybe.
Screw it. I'm gonna buy one.
Okay then.
Well, get her another one then, so she'll have some to choose from.
If
Yeah.
anyone wants to get
Oh,
me a
sorry.
Switch for my
Indeed.
birthday,
Looking
I
in the
wouldn't
royal
say
piece
no.
of a shimmering tech. I suggest we head very immediately.
All right.
The
But
first
anyway.
battle.
Also,
Moses,
I love how
Shadar, Compound.
also, I love how Drippy says, "Oh, it won't be a day trip." Yeah, Drippy. With the power of the map, as we learned from Muppets, you can get across in no time at all.
Oh god, Jovi, you know what you just done? You triggered that map song from Dora the Explorer in my head.
Ah,
Maybe we should travel
didn't-
by map.
I didn't know you remembered that show too. Wait,
Well,
hold
yeah.
on. You mean
I
I'm the
never
map?
loved
To be,
that.
to be fair, wasn't that show, Sesame Street-like in terms of being for teaching toddlers and
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that?
oh yeah, oh
Spanish.
yeah.
Like I said, those shows aren't meant to be substantial. It's
It's very-
kind of the...
It's thanks to that show that I know quite a bit of Spanish.
Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, those shows. I find it interesting how a lot of people like to rag on shows like Dora the Explorer and Mickey's Playhouse. Those games are not made to be, full of substance. They're made for toddlers who can barely talk. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Jova, no
problem
Jova
is-
buying.
There.
The problem
Oh
is,
man.
with the rise of cartoons with substance, and heck, even anime is part of the problem. A lot of people these days just expect every show for kids to
Yeah,
have
but-
deep meaning and tackle.
Which is why we have Peppa Pig.
I understand that, but toddlers have a right to have their cartoons as well.
And I will
Look at
say
that.
that
That's a bounty.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I disagree with the people that think everything should be super serious and
Sure,
I
I agree as
just
well.
grown up and
I will say, I will say that honestly,
Wow.
there are some shows that actually know how to make fun of a show like Dora. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's okay to make fun of it, but for God's sakes, don't try and mock it. Case in point, there's this excellent Dora the Explorer parody where they basically make her Indiana Jones, and then they mesh in
think
with
I've
the
seen
usual
that.
gimmicks with the ones. It's a pretty good one.
I mean, I do like some of those jokes akin to something like, for example, one particular joke from Stewie from Family Guy back when the show was still good was one that I like, where Stewie picks up his Sesame Street phone, trying to pretend he's making a call. Grover, I'm busy right now. Yes, the letter B is very nice, Grover. Yes, and the letter 6. Yes, and the number 6. Grover. Look. If you're gonna be like this, then I'm not gonna talk to you, okay?
That reminds me of another funny joke from that Dora the Explorer Indiana Jones parody, where Dora goes basically to an invisible audience. Can you tell me where Swiper is? And then Diego's like, Dora, he's not there. Come on now, Vominos, everyone. Who are
Anyway,
you
to
talking to?
to put both Dwebs and Shiri up to date, since they weren't, since we were getting tea earlier. Basically, right now we're doing a specific side quest that I wanted to show off because it's the one side quest in the game that actually does have its own fully voiced scene. So basically, what we're doing is yes, Dwebs, go ahead.
While I wasn't getting tea, I was getting juice.
Well, whatever. The point is, right now we're doing a side quest in order to help this guy make some awesome curry. And we even get to see the characters reacting to how delicious it is. So let's get to
Sadly,
that.
we skipped for a lot of text because this is 3 years ago, Pedro.
Are they making a chicken boona?
Don't worry, Dwebs. You'll get to see the name and the dish itself later.
I hope
as soon as we
I
get
hope
back.
it's not korma.
No, it's not.
I don't like chicken korma.
It's a
Me
spicy
either.
it's a spicy kind of curry.
It's
the
like
sauce
right.
that
No, it's
makes
probably
it-
no. Basically, no.
the yellow
It's,
sauce is what kills it.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's probably rice curry or something as the dish.
Hmm.
But aside from korma, I like curry.
Yeah, curry. I like. But my favorite is.
There are,
Look
like,
out,
two
Oliver!
types
It's an
of
angry
pink
sun
curry,
after
right?
you!
My favorite's Boona.
As long as it's not too spicy, I don't care.
But yeah, but yeah, Dwebs, to get since you yourself said you were kind of worried about composers not having much time to make scores. As Joey's actually proved, you can make a great score in a short amount of time if you're good enough. It's just I find it interesting how it's gonna be. It's probably one of those things where someone who's a fan of the game, and if they interview Joey's actually probably say, "Oh, Mr. Ishigashi's son, I love the soundtrack you did for this game. You must have put a lot of time and effort into it." I think I made it over a week, man. Whatever. All right, moving on. And there we are. Spicy seeds. Which means we now have the
Pretty
the
dangerous place to get ingredients.
Well, this is where they grow. So. All right.
House stuff grows on a volcano. Sure, why not?
Well, technically not on
Magic
the
floor
volcano
to,
yet. Only on the pathway to the volcano, but sure.
Well,
And
it's
besides, Trova, you should know about biology and earth science, but land around a volcano actually is more fertilized due to the
oh yeah, the
ashes.
softness. You're right.
No, yeah, the ashes also fertilize a lot.
I guess
the
it just
ground.
feels a bit weird though because it's so close to the boiling lava.
It's an interesting mix of life and death. But yeah, it's something that actually happens. Come on.
Well, at this point,
Taste my harp, you bitch.
yeah, might as well.
One
use
hit
the
point at
harp.
a time.
Well, harps are never known for their physical strength, so.
Come on,
Yeah.
taste my harp!
Ew.
Wait, why are you celebrating? It was Esther who finished the fight.
It's like with Layton. Matter not
It's-
who
it's-
got the
it's-
challenge,
Pedro,
but whoever
it's
was
one of
picked for
Bob's
the end
players, the one
cutscene.
that kills Steel.
Hey guys, let me have the final hit so I'll get the XP. Alright, let me just check real quick. I think we're almost done. Yeah, we just need to get one more thing.
I forget. Are you also gonna do the trials while you're out here too, getting the ingredients?
No, we're going to do the trials in the next part.
Well,
I should probably mention this was before we got into our habit of editing our videos too.
Oh, by the way, one thing that I would like to mention, because
It's a good showcase of the war map. I don't mind.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Well,
and besides, the
well,
world
well,
map music is
oh,
pretty
don't worry,
sweet.
Teo. Don't worry, Teo. I'll do that. Plenty of that when we get our means of flight. But anyway, I'd like to say something. By the way, since I don't remember if I show it in this playthrough, but there are in a little clever throwback to 8-bit JRPGs, like Final Fantasies 1 through 3 and stuff. You can actually find random hidden places just by going into random forest areas in the world map, just like the old Final Fantasy games.
What do you mean by random hidden places? Do you mean like
Okay.
new world maps or like
No,
secret
no.
hidden-
A little forest, a little forest place where you can find NPCs that give you either items or like a treasure chest or something like that. Basically,
okay,
the game-
so secret hidden
basic-
goodies and all that stuff.
in a special throwback to the NES of Final Fantasy, the game rewards you if you're curious to explore every nook and cranny.
And it's that kind of thing that makes me very paranoid when I play RPGs.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna be a bit paranoid when I do Final Fantasy IX for the channel.
Not just that, Drova. Apparently, Shiroi, the crowning achievement in that is Golden Sun Dark Dawn for the DS.
Well, in
That
that
has
case,
That game has a lot of areas that get sealed off permanently, like after 5 minutes.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
So, tell me,
well-
Tio, aside from, of course, the infamous quest to try and get
Excalibur
Excalibur,
2.
are there any, like, hidden secret side quests or, like, elaborate side quest paths where you have
For
to do
each of these,
something?
Drova. You will need my guidance when we'll get to that.
I'll be your guide.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait,
But, yes,
Corner.
Pedro?
yes.
No, you were gonna ask me something?
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, sure, you might want to reconsider playing your copy of Tales of Graces F, because that game probably will be even worse for you, because in that game it's not just little treasures or NPCs. It's actually full-blown side quests that add a lot to the game and the lore and the story and the characters just by curiosity stuff. Like, for example, there's a specific backstory involving the parents of two of the main characters that is only seen through a certain cutscene, right, too?
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably find it during.
Probably.
It can happen.
It's just because, like, and to give you an idea, Shiro, there's also a thing where eventually you'll get an airship. It's not the airship like in an RPG like this. It's done Final Fantasy X style, but not only can you travel to all places, but there's also a coordinate system where if you pick random coordinates, you can find hidden places with even hidden side quests and everything. So. That extra layer of paranoia. Then now you can just do some pixel hunting in the map.
Not too much is locked on. I mean, you can still finish most of the side quest in the late game, so you're not gonna miss too much.
No, you're not.
Sure.
You should, however, okay, a little bit of hint for anyone who has to play that game. Be sure to come back regularly to Lund, because a lot of important side stuff happens there.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Donald.
His name is.
He's talking about the duck.
I know. It's just that there's whatever.
Yeah, he sounded so much like Donald.
You know, like whatever.
Oh,
all right,
God,
we got all the ingredients. We got all the ingredients, so now let's make that curry.
Well, Dweebs, let's hope that the secret ingredient is not the same one from DMC.
And meanwhile, Kingdom Hearts 3 is
Which
still
one?
nowhere in sight.
The reboot, the one you know.
Oh, do you mean the one that makes me feel bad every time you guys bash it?
No, the Dweebs. You played the game, so I know what I made a reference to that game, so I thought you knew what I was talking about. Whatever.
You'll have to be more specific, Dweebs.
Which game is that? I don't
the Devil May Cry reboot. It's called DMC. But my point is, Dweebs, you played that game, you know there's a sequence involving something called the secret ingredient. That's what I was referring to.
I don't think I got to that bit.
It's not even midway through. Come on.
Wait, were we still talking about the DMC reboot?
You have to understand that Dweebs' method of playing games, unless it's like something like Pokemon or something like that, or even something like that he knows he has to record for the channel, he'll play a bit of it, like a half hour of it, then put it away, and then basically forget all about it, and eventually sell it so you can buy something else.
So, Dweebs, let me get this straight. You haven't even played through all of DMC the reboot, and yet you're wondering why some people may hate it? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, I get having good first impressions. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dweebs. I get having good first impressions.
Hold on, Jova. The cutscene is coming now, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to get to finally the curry.
All right,
I get the point.
All right, pull off your best racist.
I'm good at all the ingredients. I couldn't create the legendary curry. But begin at once. In but a short while, friends, you will be able to feast upon the most favorable double curries.
Tidy! I can
Tim
flip and wait.
Curry?
Can you, Wally Boy?
Apologize to all the Indians.
Wait! Oh my God! I got it, guys. The most famous of the curries. It's Tim Curry.
Sure.
Of course. There we go. I wasn't even that far off, apparently.
No.
Mahala. Alright then. I don't think I've tried Mahala myself, actually.
Or what now?
Have fun, Rippy.
Here, the local takeaway in Swansea tastes better.
It's a magical endless bowl. No matter how many times you scoop from it, it never looks like it's running out.
Again, this game actually does a really good job in, I mean, don't get me wrong, the food obviously doesn't move in the plate, but aside from that, they do a good job in not making the food eating look awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is harder than it looks, trust me.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of that thanks to our good old friend David Cage.
They're not even listening to him.
And that would be £5, please.
Actually, there's the thing, Lives. Now, from now on, you can actually buy the curry as an eating item.
Yeah, it's one of the best eating items in one of the best items in the game.
The Tikka Mahala is no longer a regular possible living, breathing part of whatever.
Al-Mamoon.
This is surely not enough to compensate you for your troubles, but please, I must give you something for what you've done to me.
And he gives us 5 bowls of it plus 200 guilders. Yay!
Oh, wow.
Get even stamps because it was a side quest.
Yep. And we got another merit stamp card.
Plus another is a bonus.
Well, like when it's a bonus, they mean 1 merit stamp. The cards, the card's like a full thing. But
okay.
yeah, sure. All right, everybody. See you for the next part where we get back to the main story.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See you then.